Hi everyone, it's Nick. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the best IKEA home organization and storage items. I've also got a couple of little furniture organization pieces in here. Okay, I know what you're thinking if you've seen the channel before. Nick, aren't you a person who says I'm not particularly organized? Why should I take organization advice from you? Good question. Because let's be honest, when it comes to this type of stuff, we're looking for the people that are the lowest common denominator. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you still following people on TikTok that are decanting all their food items into separate little glass and acrylic packaging? You know what I mean? And putting it in their little aesthetic fridge. You don't want to follow those people because you're not going to do it. We both know that. Me, lowest common denominator. So I have picked up a bunch of these items actually at IKEA recently because I've just moved into my new home. So I bought a lot of new IKEA organization stuff. So I'm going to talk about all those that go along, my experience. Let's get going. Okay, first up on my list is going to be the HELMER. I think this is an adorable, cute little filing cabinet. You know, IKEA's been really having fun with color lately, which makes sense because this is a direct appeal to the younger generation, the youths of today, and they just love color. I think this one's a fun one. You know, it might be a bit bright for a lot of you. It might read a bit juvenile. I totally get that. You might not want banana yellow for your filing cabinet, but I do think it's still kind of cute. This would be cute for a teenager's room. This would be cute for a person who, again, loves color, doesn't necessarily just always want the same old gray or boring white filing cabinet, and is just looking for a little bit of fun. This is a cute one. I really like this one. It does come in a couple of different colors. It also does come in white if you're feeling a little, you know, whatever. Or it comes in this gray if you're super professional. Maybe you're an accountant or a lawyer or something like that. That feels very accountant. You know what I mean? Then you got also this really rich, beautiful blue color, which I think really works well with the yellow. Again, it just feels really like fun and vibrant. Gives you a lot of energy, which is maybe really good for the office if you're like falling asleep with all of these sort of gray and white cabinet systems that you might have already. If you're looking for a pop of color, I think this is a nice one. Again, would I choose it? No, because I'm boring. I don't choose a lot of really bright colors. I like earth tones, okay? It's just my vibe, okay? We're all allowed to like our own little things. And maybe you like color, in which case, give this a go. There's a lot of really funky designers out there right now, like the Kelly Worstlers and whatever, that are having tons and tons of fun with color. And I love to see it, even if I don't necessarily always want to put it in my own home. Lesson, people, take this in. You can appreciate things, but not necessarily feel like they're gonna be there for yourself. You know what I mean? They don't have to be for you. They can still be beautiful though. You know what I mean? So this is fun, unapologetic color, and I love to see it, even if it's not for me. Okay, next up on my list is going to be the PLOGFÅRA. The PLOGFÅRA, I'm just having fun with the Swedish now, because as you all know, I do not care. I do not care. I'm not trying to pronounce these correctly. Someone got mad at me and said that I should fact check as a responsible YouTuber, because apparently they think they're on the New York Times channel. You are not, ma'am. Okay, I'm just making it up as I go. And that person was not Swedish, because the Swedish people don't care. The PLOGFÅRA is a like collection of tins, I'm gonna call them tins, for organization and papers and other sort of assorted crap that you might put in these tins. And I actually have these. I use these in my bathroom actually to just throw a lot of those, like, you know, cosmetics that you thought you needed that you should probably throw out, but you haven't yet because you might come back to them, but you probably won't because they're expired, but you're just gonna store them somewhere. Enter the PLOGFÅRA. Now you found a home for them, so you don't have to throw them out. Even though I just moved into my new place, I still have all this stuff. Oops. They come in different sizes. They nest together, which is cute. You got a couple of different options. Some have a little filey, like right handle. Other ones don't. And they're stackable and they're cute and they fit really well. Again, you could use them anywhere. You can use them in the office. Again, I use them in the bathroom. You could use them pantry, wherever you need to store stuff. Use your imagination in terms of where you store stuff. I chose this sort of taupey, of course I did, this sort of like taupey creamy color. But you can have fun. There's, you know, other options that are out there, but I like this little color too. I think this is fun. I like that these are metal. I think IKEA metal is good because it's still gonna be very cost effective because as a material choice, it's gonna be cost effective, but it's also really durable as well, which I enjoy. Okay, and in the same sort of ish department, but this one really leans office, is the HARVMATTA. This one is cute because it's very similar in terms of like the same finish, the same tin, this little metal construction, whatever. So very similar to the previous one, but this one has sort of a cork top. And at first I was like, what's the cork top for? Am I supposed to put push pins in it? No, I think it's there for grip. I think it's there so you can stack them easily and they don't sort of like float around. So, you know, it's good for throwing all your stuff in there in the office to put that on your desk, but maybe you've got like a camera or some books or some pens or whatever, and you want to put those on top. That's really cute. So you can kind of like stack stuff on it. I think these look nice. I think you can actually display these. These are not those like cheapy plastic ones that are just strictly storage and you just file them away because they're kind of ugly. These actually look nice. That's what I like. I like organization stuff that I can still it still looks nice. So that, you know, if it makes its way out of a cabinet and it's going to be seen by human eyes, then it's nice for it to look good and work with the rest of your stuff. I'm a big fan of that. I like organization items when they look good. I don't like the ugly stuff. So this one has a cork top to it, which is also good for slippage. So, you know, things don't roll around all over the place, because if you've got a metal lid to it, that's not gonna work. So I think it's fun for that. You know, you can put a little clock on there. Again, get creative, have fun. Okay, next up is the, oh gosh, the HÖNSNÄT. This one is a cute little boxy thing that you can throw all your cords in. So I have said this on record that when it comes to media consoles, oof, especially the ones that are open, not like this. Like I like the ones with the closed doors. You know how I feel about the closed door systems, because you can hide away all your crap in there. So no one has to see that old Xbox 360 that you probably should have put in a garage sale. You know what I mean? Like no one can, it's from 2005, okay? No one's playing it anymore. But instead you kept it. And so what are you gonna do? You throw it in an open media console, oof, just looks really dated. Do you know what I mean? But if you hide it behind some doors, you're good to go. Now, if you do though have an open media console, you didn't take my advice, did you? That's fine. But now we gotta figure out what to do with those cords, because nothing will kill your vibe quite like a million cords. I hate cords, we all do. They suck, they're awful, but they do work, because it's 2024 and it's amazing how wireless connections don't always work. You know, can we just say that? Everyone's like, oh, remember when AI is gonna like take over the world? Could you make my Wi-Fi work consistently? And then maybe I'll believe that AI is gonna take over the world. Because right now, I don't believe you, because it's, technology's spotty. Okay, but I don't like cords that are really like loose and rambly and like, they're not aesthetic, they're ugly, let's be honest. Enter the, oh God, what did I call this one before? The HÖNSNÄT, in which case, this is a cute way to throw in those kind of, what are those called? You got those little bars, the power bars, right? You can throw your power bar in there, you can throw in all your cords next to your computer. Now it's not this kind of streaming pile of snakes that you've got hanging out on your floor under your feet there. And now you can throw it all in there and you're good to go. So, you know, this one's cute. I feel like this color scheme, this is consistent across all of the IKEA organization for right now, and I'm here for it. Okay, next up is the DAMMÄNG. I actually have this one as well. I have just bought this sort of for my paper recycling and my cans and stuff like that. So I've used this for all my little recycling bins and stuff, and it's working magically. This comes in a few colors. This is a plastic sort of container. I was like, this is cute. Like, I really like this. I love the curved edges. It's not so kind of like boxy. You know, IKEA's got some of those recycling things that I know I've had like 15 years ago. They're still hanging around. So it's nice to see something new to the table. And this one is sort of like a taupey color. They got one that's a greeny color and a one that's sort of like a charcoaly color, but they're all a little bit desat, like they're all softer. They're almost like a pastel. It's almost like a pastel forest green. Do you know what I mean? And I think they're cute. They definitely are good for your pop cans. They're good for paper. A lot of this organization stuff, I'm gonna give you ideas on what you can throw in them, but let's be honest, chuck in whatever you want. It's organization. I don't know what you need to organize, but whatever you got going on, these bins will work for you. They're also kind of stackable, which is nice too. Okay, next up is the MJÖSA. I think in Swedish, the J's are Y's. I lived in the Netherlands before, and that always confused me. The J's are Y's, but like, I'm gonna say it's the same, even though Sweden and the Dutch and Swedish are not even close to the same language, but I'm just trying my best here, okay? I'm not really, but MJÖSA, I think it's the MJÖSA. I could have Googled, but here we are. Okay, this is a cute garbage can, and it's got one of those little foot pedally thingies, which is kind of cool. Again, it's round. This is like a classic garbage can. I was like, is this new? This feels new. I think it's new-ish, but I think it's cute. Garbage cans are not usually described as cute. I hear you, but this one's kind of fun. I think this one's like a cute little R2D2 shape here, and it works for a kitchen, obviously works for a bathroom. It comes in a couple of different sizes. So you got a large one for the kitchen, you got a smaller one for the bathroom. Do whatever you want with it, but it's probably gonna be just like a cute little garbage can. I don't really have anything else to say about it, to be honest, but if you don't like that it's this particular one, you might like the EKOLN, which is another new garbage can that they have as well. Comes in black, comes in taupe. It's cute, it's small, it's very similar to the previous one. It's a garbage can, what do you really want me to say? But it's cute, it's IKEA. IKEA is just so good at this. Where else does one go? The Container Store, I feel like that's really expensive. Walmart obviously has stuff, you know, Target has stuff, but IKEA is pretty consistent on this stuff. And what's nice about IKEA is that, as you can see from like, especially dealing with like the color palette, it's all like consistent. You know, or I like IKEA's systems because oftentimes like you buy a pack system and then all the components actually work with the pack system. So that's oftentimes why I default to IKEA when it comes to organization. It's because they're usually similar in terms of kind of style. They're also similar in terms of color, and the systems work well with each other. It's like I always say, it's like Apple. They don't just want you to buy an iPhone, okay? They want you to have that, but they want the AirPods too and the watch because it all works together. It's like that with IKEA. They don't just want you to buy one thing. You got to buy all the organization systems so they all sort sort of flow together. And you know what? We don't like it. We don't like living in these ecosystems, but we do because it's easy and this is a cute garbage can. So, you know, have at it. Okay, next up is the VISSLAÅN. This was it's a little bit Tetrisy, I'm not gonna lie. I was playing with it when I was at the store and I was trying to figure out all the different components of all the little things. This works really well with the Good Morgen and the other sort of vanities that you already have at IKEA. So in my previous apartment, I had an IKEA Good Morgen vanity. I had two, one in each bathroom. Again, I found IKEA's organization systems worked really well because they were they fit just magically and beautifully. In my new place here, I don't have an IKEA vanity. So I didn't end up getting these just because they didn't work perfectly with the system that was already there. Now, they're still cute. So, you know, I decided to go with that metal tin ones that I was telling you about earlier, but these ones are cute, especially if they will work for the door system that you already have, then I would recommend these. But these are like a slightly greenish, dark green, almost like a smoky green, I'm gonna call it. A smoky green sort of acrylic plastic that are kind of cute. And again, they fit well together. So if it fits your drawer or it kind of fits your drawer, then I think this is a really good option for you. Use it for your cosmetics, use it for maybe in a desk drawer, right? Feel free to make it your own, but these things are cute for that reason. It could work in an office, I don't know, but I like these. I like these too. Okay, and then we have over here is the BLECKSJÖN, and I actually have this as well because this is not, like, I don't know if you can tell, like this place is not renovated. It's not what I want it to be. I just moved in, leave me alone. So right now I'm making do, okay? I'm making do with what I've got, and the bathroom is just had no space for organization. So it did have a little hook though, and so I was like, okay, I need more storage of the cosmetics. This doesn't just happen. I know you think it does, but it doesn't. It takes an army. It takes a village of cosmetics to look this haphazard. And so this is where this comes in. It's a little hooky thing that just goes there, and it's got a kind of a little metal basket and then another little metal basket underneath. So you got your body wash little area, you got your shampoos, and then you got your little tray underneath that you can put your razors, you can put your whatever you got going on in the shower. Do you know what I mean? So you got lots going on there. I think it's cute. I think this is a nice one. It's really simple. It's really streamlined. At first I was like, is this gonna topple over? You know, it felt a bit spindly and it felt like it might, but it's actually held up really well. I've had it for a month, I would say. Since I moved in, so a few weeks ago. And it's cute. I like this one. Like IKEA puts a plant in their photos. Theirs are really well organized. Mine is not. Mine's a bit of a cluster, but here we are. Okay, next up is the MJÖLKKANNA. They're really doing me with the J's and the umlauts today, you guys. Okay, this is a cute basket that I almost bought, but decided instead to go with the metal tins. I was kind of thinking I was set to get a basket. I was planning on getting a basket, but I decided to go with the metal tins this time. What can I say? This is cute. I feel like this is good. You could put this in your bathroom for hand towels, all your cosmetics, as I said. It's a little bit got some taller sides, so it's a little bit more less daily use and a little bit more for storage. And so, you know, I think it's cute if you want to store kind of cute little things in bookcases or whatever. I think it's cute. I will say, because again, sometimes like with the storagey stuff, if you're gonna get storagey stuff and we all need it, you might as well get it so that it fits with the rest of your style. You just never know. Even if you think it's something that you're gonna store away and put behind clothes shelving, you never know if you're gonna move, you never know if you're gonna bring it out, and it's just nice. Why don't you just get something that's really kind of coordinated? I like my organization stuff to be really coordinated. I like a whole step change. Like if I've got all in one, I'm like, I want a new set. I want everything to sort of like match. That's kind of important to me, but I'm a bit of a weirdo in that way. You might not be, but these are cute. I like these sort of cute little baskets for holding lots and lots of different things that you need around your house. Okay, next up is the LJUNGAN. The LJUNGAN. I don't know why that one was the one that tripped me up today. It didn't even have an umlaut. But anyway, it's the LJ. What the heck is that supposed to be? This one is just an adorable, this was an impulse buy, okay? I was cruising by, I was just sitting there with my little cart. I was stuffed already with my garbage cans and recycle bins and whatever. And then I just saw this cute little basket and I thought, that's gotta be a home for something. And I just chucked it in. Impulse buy, it was cute. It's just this little woven basket. It reminded me of an acorn. You know what I mean? Just felt like a cute little acorn sitting there on the side of the road, and I just had to throw it in the cart. I use this actually for, like, it sits on my countertop, and I use this a lot for my day-to-day. So this is where those cosmetics that you might be using, I don't have a medicine, I love a medicine cabinet, you guys. Have we talked about that? I had it in my old place. I recommend them. I don't know why people don't put medicine cabinets standard in every bathroom, especially a primary bathroom. There's just so many things you need in there, and you want to hide it. And now you can can hide it behind a mirror, which is just genius. But I don't have a medicine cabinet in this place. And so what do I do with the toothpaste? What do you do with the little flossers? What do you do with all the stuff that you've kind of got that you don't want to display, but you do need to access it maybe once a day, maybe multiple times a day, right? Well, what do you do? To me, I thought this was a cute little basket for that. I just have it sitting there on my countertop and it just hides everything. So if anybody ever goes in that bathroom, you can't really see it all. And then you just open the little basket and then I'm good for the day. And then I just use my stuff and then close it. Again, you could use this on a nightstand. You could use this in a hall closet. You could use this anywhere you need to use it. It's a bit floppy, so it's not so much, I think, for like regular long-term storage, but it is good for like easy access to regular items that you use daily. Okay, now a couple of big like furniture pieces. First of all, this one here is the FRYKSÅS. This is a really large rattan cabinet. I think this is cool. This doesn't even really actually scream IKEA to me. This almost feels like something Article would do. I like this one. I think it's cool. I like, rattan is another material that is a good price point for something that can be really beautiful. It is a little bit of, I would say, a casual material, informal. I'm gonna say it's a little bit more of an informal look, I think, to your space. So if you're a person that likes kind of a boho style, you like something really eclectic, then I do think rattan has a place and it's really, really cute. This cabinet, I think, can make sense for a lot of people. I really like this one. It doesn't really scream IKEA. It's a great price point for a cabinet and a great material. I like that they did the whole thing in rattan rather than just doing an inset into a drawer or something like that. I like that they just decided to do the whole thing in rattan. I like this one a lot. Very, very cute. Okay, and then I have the TONSTAD for you, which is, this reminds me, which is one of my favorite IKEA pieces of all time, which is the BLECKSJÖN. I really like the BLECKSJÖN. So I believe the material on the BLECKSJÖN, I think is birch, maybe it's beech, but it's one of the two. I'll put it up here. That's really, really cute. I like this one. This reminds me of the shape of that. So this one actually is an oak veneer and a walnut veneer. So when it comes to IKEA, as I always say, okay, you've got effect, you've got veneer, and you've got like solid wood. Solid wood is oftentimes going to be your more expensive option. And what that means is it's a solid piece of wood. Okay, so the whole thing is wood. A veneer means that it's probably gonna be something like particle board, but it's gonna have a thin layer of real wood. So you're still gonna get the effect of seeing the wood layer. Like you're still gonna see the grain of the oak, and it is actually oak. But of course, if it dents, it's not gonna be as good because you're gonna be able to see the MDF or whatever that's underneath it. Okay, so that's really the difference between the two. Well, if you dent solid wood, it's just gonna be wood that's dented. Now, an effect is a screen printed effect of what the wood grain would look like. So this is something that is essentially an image that is put over top. It's glued over top there. There's no actual real wood necessarily in that finish. That's a wood effect. Wood effect is gonna be your cheaper option. IKEA does a lot of wood effect. They do quite a lot of veneer, and they kind of do some solid wood items. I actually did a video on solid wood. I'm gonna link it here and at the end of this video where I just highlighted all the solid wood options from IKEA. So this is a veneer, which I think is good because for IKEA, it does get the price point down quite excessively, right? So you are gonna save a lot of money. Is it nice if it's a solid wood? Yeah, but you're gonna get a wood that's gonna be much cheaper, like birch or beech or whatever the BLECKSJÖN is. But with this one, you're gonna get much more expensive premium woods, which is oak and walnut, but you're gonna get it as a veneer instead of an effect. So that was a long thing on veneers, but I think you needed to hear it. So now that you know that, this is a cute little nightstand. I think I like the rounded sides. I like the shape of it. Like I said, reminds me of the BLECKSJÖN, but you're gonna get something that is, it does have some walnut and oak, so it's gonna read, I think at first glance, maybe a little bit more premium and potentially match some of your other oak and walnut furniture that you might have in your space. I like this one. I think this is super, super cute. Again, it's a veneer. Would I like it to be solid? Yeah, but guess what? If you're getting this in solid walnut, you're not shopping at IKEA. You're definitely not getting it from this price point. So I think this is a great product at a good price point because you're getting the price down because of that veneer. But you're still getting a veneer from a quality wood, which I think is great. So that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you liked hearing about IKEA organization. I am now in my house. I'm still getting pictures and stuff, and I'm still putting it together. But I got all my organization stuff from IKEA, as you know. I'm gonna link here to the video on solid wood IKEA products, because if you like this one and you want to hear more about IKEA solid wood picks, go check out that video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks, bye.